Well, there are developments in the peace negotiations in Havana between Colombia's leftist rebels and the government. Only a week ahead of Colombia's presidential election, the rebels have announced a unilateral ceasefire. Incumbent President Juan Manuel Santos will face off with right-wing candidate Oscar Ivan Zuluaga. One of the issues on the ballot box, the Havana peace talks to end 50 years of armed conflict with the rebel group known as FARC. CCTV's Begue reports from Bogota.
In a change to his message weeks before the second round of the Colombian presidential elections set for June 15th, right-winged candidate Oscar Ivan Zuluaga said he would no longer suspend the peace negotiations with FARC if he becomes president. The softer tone came after defeated conservative candidate Marta Lucía Ramírez backed his candidacy.
This is what is best for Colombia, the peace process, and Colombians who must see that Santos can't be the owner of the peace process. Peace has no last name, no owner.
Zuluaga has said he will give the rebels a month to comply with the following conditions: end the recruitment of children, the use of landmines, and the attacks on Colombia's infrastructure and citizens.
The FARC negotiators in Havana have said they will not comment on the conditions until after the election results. But incumbent President Juan Manuel Santos has warned that if Mr. Zuluaga wins and sets the conditions, the FARC would step away from negotiations. Zuluaga supporters argue that any end to the talks would be on the FARC.
It is not just in the hands of a possible Zuluaga government to continue the peace process. If the FARC complies with the new conditions, then the process will continue. If they reject the conditions, then they are choosing to end the talks, not the government.
Former rival of Juan Manuel Santos in the 2010 elections, Antanas Mocus, has come out in defense of the president.
His government was much better than what I had originally expected, so I suffered much less than I thought I would when I lost the elections.
Mocus argues the peace talks need continuity to succeed. While most people complain of the slow pace of the negotiation that is now in its 18th month, Mocus says the careful crafting of the process has been positive.
They are not creating theater in Havana. We must avoid losing everything that has been advanced, and in order to complete it, it is most likely better to have the same partner.
But who is the FARC supporting in this election? Although the negotiators in Havana have abstained from supporting either candidate, the FARC's military commander in Colombia's jungles has released a statement calling for citizens to choose neither candidate and blank vote. Alias Timochenko says there is no difference between Santos and Zuluaga. Begue, CCTV, Bogotá, Colombia.